Did you know? The history of warfare is also the history of defence. Ever since people started fighting one another, we have been finding ground to defend and building walls around it. Better defences lead attackers to come up with ever more ingenious ways of attacking. This included biological warfare, flinging dead cows over walls to spread disease amongst those defending a castle. And thus an arms race of sorts continued over the centuries. One of the most militarily successful leaders of all time was Genghis Khan. He lived from the mid-12th century to the early 13th century. Khan and his Mongol warriors were a terrifyingly effective and mobile military force. They were rumoured to sleep while riding, and their skill with bow and arrow made them the scourge of whomever they came across. As a result, the Mongol Empire was truly massive by the time of Genghis Khan's death in 1212-7. This is supposedly reflected in the spread of Khan's genes across the world. Today, there is a 1 in 200 chance that any man is related to Genghis Khan. In the early 1200s, the armies of the Mongols invaded Shishaya. They encountered little resistance until they came upon the fortified town of Volohai. For weeks they tried and failed to take the city, suffering terrible casualties, until eventually Genghis Khan offered a truce. He said he would lift the siege so long as the defenders gave his men 1,000 cats and 10,000 swallows. Bemused, the defenders agreed, delivering the animals as requested. Genghis Khan graciously accepted the gift and then ordered his men to tie a tuft of wool to the back of each animal and set that tuft of wool on fire. Understandably, the animals panicked, returning to their homes and nests, and within hours the city was ablaze. Of course, the defenders were preoccupied, and the Mongols took the city. Genghis Khan is rightly considered a cunning and brilliant warrior. I suppose the moral of this story is, if you're an animal, stay away from human sieges. As for besieging Archaeosoup towers, well, all you need do is offer Mrs. Soup a nice cup of tea, and you'll get in no problem.